never understand the things that we want.
Hey guys!
Hello!
Welcome back! So, first of all, I'm going to apologise for why my voice sounds like this. I've had like a lingering cough and cold, haven't I? So I could, I've got some water here just in case I have like a coughing fit. But, so I sound a little bit husky. But Jed and I thought we would do a Q&A because it's coming up to our 1 year wedding anniversary.
I know, right? In 9 days' time.
In 9 days' time?
Yeah,
it is, in 9 days' time. So obviously we got married on the 18th of November. And what we thought we would do is a Q&A, anything kind of wedding related or anything kind of coupley questions you guys wanted to ask us. So I posted it on Instagram. If you missed it, then definitely follow me on Instagram so that anything else, the chairs keep knocking, don't they?
Yeah.
Can you feel that?
Yeah, I don't know if you can hear it. But
it's annoying though, I can feel it though.
Okay, that's fine.
And so make sure you'll follow my Instagram because that is where you will be able to ask us any questions, or you can kind of comment on any types of like video requests or anything like that. So I will always have that linked down below. But yeah, so I have the questions. There are a couple that are kind of the same. So we'll just go from the top really and then we'll decide. So first one was there anything you would change about your wedding day or that didn't go to plan?
I don't know if there was. I would never change anything of it.
You'd never change anything?
No, I don't think so.
I think the one
I think on the day is completely different though. So you stress about it for like what, a year and a half, and you stress about a month before and a week before, and it just doesn't go away apart from the day of the wedding. It's so strange, and everything that you might not have done or isn't perfect is just absolutely fine. Because you don't care. Yeah. Because it's not the point of the day. So,
and it's just like any other day. It is a normal day. Like it is just a normal day. I would say, would I change anything? The only thing I think we've ever questioned is the fact we've done it on a Sunday.
And we would have had someone film it.
Yes, we did say that. Yeah. So we'd done it on a Sunday, and we said no children at our wedding. And there's a lot of family and friends who do have children. So they had to get obviously childcare, and that childcare meant that the people couldn't stay quite as late. So we did wonder whether Sunday was the best day, but to be fair, I was shattered anyway.
Yeah.
Although. And
actually, Sunday was, so we thought about like people's holiday at work and people having time off and things like that. And Sunday they had the option to have a day off on Monday if they wanted to, or they had the option of going. But if we'd done it on a Saturday, it was slightly more expensive. Well, it was
thousands of pounds
more expensive at the same venue. And then Fridays and Thursdays that people were doing at the minute, you can't kind of make somebody take a holiday day for you and not waste that.
So
day,
it meant that some people left maybe like an hour. An hour and a half early, but it was fine.
Yeah, but actually it was quite nice because it was just us at the end.
Right at the end. Yeah. We were just like dancing around with just like some family, which was nice. What didn't go to plan? The only thing I would say is my bracelet, which is a little Tiffany bracelet. My parents had bought that for me as a wedding gift for me and forgot to bring it on the day. Yeah. So I didn't actually get to wear it on the day. So it wasn't until the next day that I was able to put it on when we came home. So that's the only thing.
What didn't go to plan? I think everything went to plan. I think actually...
We had a few people not turn up. A couple of people last minute.
Last minute after everything was paid. Yeah. Kind of didn't, but you can't help that.
No. And that's something I'll say. So if you're getting married, I took it really personally when we had a couple of people drop out, and I got really upset, and I was like, people don't want to celebrate our wedding. And I got really, really upset about it. And then we spoke to our wedding coordinator, and she said, well, the day before, there's a whole table of 10 people that have dropped out. So I thought, oh, okay, like I couldn't feel bad about it. Oh, my nan. Yeah. My nan slipped, didn't she? My nan slipped during
all the photos and things.
Yeah, so after the ceremony and like the walkout and the confetti, we started to take some photographs, and she slipped, and my nan and granddad had to leave. So that was kind of rubbish because it meant they didn't get to stay for the rest of the day, but they saw the main part of it. didn't
Oh
they?
yeah, they saw the main part, but yeah, that is sad that they couldn't.
That's
stay.
just, yeah, it was sad. But they did see the ceremony. They were in photographs of like with the confetti.
Oh yeah,
and stuff like that, which
Yeah,
is really
so,
nice.
It was just food and dancing, really.
Yeah,
That was
and my
it.
nan loves a dance.
Yeah.
So I'm sure she would have been gutted about
Was
that.
there anything else?
What, they didn't go to plan?
No.
I don't think so.
What really went to plan was it was sunny,
Oh my god, the weather.
and actually
Not like today.
it is hammering it down outside right now.
Which is
so
why
that's
the
why it's so
lighting's-
dark and we look a bit glowy.
We look a bit glowy.
But actually, we have been very, very, very lucky with
Yeah.
the date. So
It was literally clear blue sky,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
and I wouldn't get caught up on a day like you have to have it in or July or June or
Yeah.
August because it could be raining then. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't just go with a day that you want and go for it. Don't worry about anything else.
We wanted that real kind of wintry, like frosty, and we got that beautiful clear blue.
Yeah.
We were so lucky.
It looks autumny in our pictures. It looks really nice.
Yeah. Hey, how are you?
We're great.
We're good.
Yeah. Apart from the house thing, but we're great.
Apart from the house thing, we're great. And just getting over colds and coughs.
Yeah.
Had my first flu jab.
First.
That's my first ever flu jab. I've never had one.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, did you not know that?
No, I have one every year.
I know you do. I've never had a flu jab, so I've had my first flu jab, so I'm quite excited about that.
That's
I've had flu
exciting.
twice. So, well, I've had it twice.
Yeah.
And that's quite unfortunate. So, hopefully, I don't get it. We got a couple of questions here about asking us, how did we meet? So, we met at an old place of work, didn't we?
Yeah.
So we worked, I've always worked in education. You haven't always worked in education. You've left the education sector now.
Yeah.
And we worked somewhere for 4 years and we never actually met until my notice period, did we?
Yeah. No, we said, we knew of each other.
Yeah.
And actually probably me more because the students used to talk about you. But we used to, see each other to kind of acknowledge, but we never used to work in the same building, even though it's the same
Organisation.
Yeah. It wasn't. Yeah. And then
So
you
we'd
came
never
and got
had-
some water.
I did, didn't I? I came and got some water. And because it was my notice, I was just kind of like saying bye to everybody and chatting to everybody. And we just started chatting, didn't we?
Yeah.
And we
Basically,
were,
you weren't doing any work.
No, I wasn't doing any work on my
So she had
last week of
time
my
to
notice.
Come round and speak to people
Yeah.
she'd never spoken to.
Yeah,
before.
and I just cried loads.
Yeah.
And then we just became friends
Mm-hmm.
and we talked quite a lot, didn't we? And we just had lots in common.
Yeah.
And it just kind of grew.
Yeah. I think the America thing and the country songs and all that was.
That was something we spoke about, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got an eyelash on your cheek.
I can feel it.
Can you?
Yeah, no.
Oh, I've lost it. I don't know, it's gone.
Make a wish
Yeah,
somewhere.
so we were friends for a few months
Mhm.
and then we started to see each other. And then it was all really quick from there, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Really, really
Yeah.
quick.
Crazy quick.
Crazy quick. So we always just say when you know that you know. So everything was just really easy once we started making decisions, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
But a couple of you asked that. Wedding day accessories, how you budgeted and saved, what everything
Cost you in total.
what everything cost you in total. Okay.
A lot.
It's a lot, yeah. It was expensive.
Not.
It could have been more.
Yeah, it could have been more because I think when you're just planning and you're going to these events and you're going to wedding days and looking at venues and things, everything's a deposit. So actually, £100 here and there doesn't sound like that much money, and then it comes to like what 3 months before the wedding or two months or a couple of weeks where you have to pay it all. Then it becomes a lot of money. So I would just say watch out for that and make sure you budget properly. But there was only one thing. So we had our own thing that we individually wanted, and that was probably like the most money really. You wanted the love letters,
I really wanted the
and I
numbers.
wanted a projection of our names, and that was it. Everything else was jointly done, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. We did. We both had something that we really didn't want to
Not have.
And
Which I don't think we have. Do we have that? Do you know?
no,
what-
we actually don't.
No.
They took it back.
Yeah, that's really bad. That was like 200 and something quid.
Yeah. It was quite a bit. So we'd had a projection on the wall that was custom made that said our names, didn't it? It was like
this big, in glass.
and it projected above the DJ, so on the dance floor it just looked really pretty on like the brick wall and stuff, didn't it? And then I wanted the giant white love letters because that just added something on that wall, didn't it? Just
Yeah, it
kind
would
of
have been a bit bare.
It would have been a bit bare. I would say you definitely need to plan. I had a spreadsheet, and I had a spreadsheet of what our budget was, and then it was like we were hoping to pay against what we were actually paying, and some things came under.
Yeah,
and we were quite surprised. Like our photo booth came under by like £150. Our flowers came under.
Our flowers were ridiculously cheap.
But she was incredible.
And the amount of flowers we got, so what was it? Oh, so down the aisle we had, I don't know what they're called.
Petals. Rose petals.
No, on the...
Oh, on the chairs, like every other row. On the end of the aisles, we had things, didn't we?
Yeah.
Like, they were beautiful.
Yeah, and they were like really cheap.
They were,
and we thought they were going to be like, I don't know, this little thing, but it was actually quite
It was
quite
so
big.
pretty.
So, yeah, we got a really good deal on them. Maybe it's because of the certain colours we wanted.
Yeah, maybe in the time of year. But she was the florist I really wanted online. And then we met with her, and I remember we were like, oh God, I was petrified it was going to be so expensive. Then we got the quote and we were like, oh,
we'll have some more.
We'll have some more. We were quite like pleasantly surprised. Yeah. So yeah, there was a lot of things that came under budget, and then other things that went over. I changed my dress, which did cost us maybe an extra £1,200 or so.
Yeah.
It did cost more. I changed, you know, everyone was amazing. You were all so good, my parents and you, and everyone was like, well, you know, if you're not happy, you're not happy. And that's my one thing, is that I rushed into that dress.
Yeah, because I think it's the novelty a little bit at the start.
Yeah, it was. And they're all lovely, like wedding dresses are all lovely. So when you're in them and you're trying them all on, I was like, oh, well, I really like this one too, and I really like this one. And it was really hard to actually find the one that really stood out, because I think they're all beautiful in their own way. But then when I tried on my actual one, I was like, it was the train and the back detail and stuff, and I was like, oh, I just really love this. And I wanted like a princessy, like big dress. And if I'd gone for like more of a beachy, relaxed, it wouldn't have fitted the venue. Like the sparkliness of my dress fitted.
It was really nice.
Thanks, please. So that was something. So I would just say, set yourself a budget, give yourself some wiggle room, because that's what we kind of did. And then we did kind of go over it. But it is your wedding day, and hopefully you only do it one time. But at the same time, it is only a day. Like, it is only a day. So it's just, we were like, oh, do we have drapes? Do we end up having the flowers on the candelabra things on the ceiling?
So there's so many
there were so many things we could have added, and then we were just like, no, like, we have to stop somewhere.
Yeah.
So it's just necessities that you need first, and then assess all your added extras.
Yeah.
Do you really need that? Is that a must-have? Does it really mean a lot to you? And then you will find out what you're happy to spend those extra things on. Also,
I would, when it comes to like photographers and things like that, ours was really, really
She was
cheap.
really reasonable. And I think, again, it was the time of year.
Yeah, I think so. So, yeah, November's a good time of year for cheap things. But she came with her mum, that was her kind of, like, I don't know, assistant.
Yeah.
So that really helped. She was organising things. And then actually, a second photographer that followed me around, because...
Otherwise you wouldn't have got anything in the morning.
No, so no one would have seen me. It would have just been all you. So I would, highly recommend doing that.
And that was only an extra £150.
Yeah, for like 4 hours he followed me, and then up to the point of where the ceremony was.
It was the meal. It was just when we got to the meal.
Yeah, when you don't need two photographers to take pictures of food.
And then he went.
Yeah, and also before anyone touches the venue, I would get them to take a picture like ours did. Because we saw it before anyone had touched it. Yeah. So we've got some really nice pictures. Yeah. And then there's people in, obviously, but I would do that. Well, everything cost you in total. We won't disclose how much we spent on the whole wedding, but it was quite. I think it was more expensive than some of our friends, but then some of our friends spent significantly more than us. It was below the national average, but it just the wedding. Well, wedding and honeymoon. Okay, would you move abroad together? Maybe like Australia. With a winky face. With a little winky face. We know we would move abroad, don't we? Yeah, absolutely. Like, within a heartbeat I would move. But it would be America. Yeah, it would be America. Yeah, America, we love it. I mean, there's family there.
We've been on holiday there so many times. Like, it's just a really special place to us, isn't it?
And we're going back there in 8 weeks.
And we're going back there in 8 weeks today. Maybe like Australia. We've spoken about Australia, but we've never been.
No. So we don't actually know if we like it. So, but from all the shows and all the, and like people travelling, and
we think we would like it.
Love it. But
my concern
way away.
is that, exactly. And I think this might sound really weird to other people, but it's the Southern Hemisphere, and like the Northern Hemisphere for me. So like America, everything's the same. So when it's summer here in England, it's summer in America, and the winter's the same. So seasonally things are the same. So you're not gonna have a really hot Christmas. Like your Christmas is gonna be colder. I think we're running out of space. Okay, so where were we? Australia. So yeah, talking about the Southern Hemisphere, because we just ran out of space. So I like the fact that if we are in a different country, I like that there's still some similarities linked to England for like family and just the adjustment of it. Yeah. It wouldn't feel so, even though we've both got family in Australia as well, don't we?
Oh, yeah, we do.
We've both got family in Australia, but we've never been. It's just somewhere that like, I couldn't say I'd want to travel 24 hours. Like Bali was a killer.
Bali was a killer.
An absolute killer. Like you would do it to obviously see your family, 100% you would do it. But in America it could be like 8 to 10 hours direct flight. Like it's so easy.
And if we needed to come back, we know it's only one flight.
And the jet lag is not, you're over it in a day.
Yeah.
Like we get over it so quickly now. So I just would feel like Australia would be more of a commitment than it would be moving to America. And we're so familiar with America, aren't we? So there are any companies out there that want to sponsor us to help us move out to the US, please get in contact.
That would be amazing.
Another question to do with the wedding. What was your favourite part of the day and fab pics? Thanks, we loved our pictures.
Thanks.
What was your favourite part of the day? I think I know what it is. I think we have the same, don't we?
The ceremony. Yeah, the ceremony I do over and over and over and over.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Everything else was...
It's just a really big party. It's a big party.
Vibe,
it's a nice day.
The ceremony was the only kind of real part. It was just me and you. But
I loved the ceremony.
And you forget that there's like 70 people watching you, and it's just focused on you two, which is really nice. And that was my favourite bit. Yeah. And I don't know what her name is, but what's her role? The person that did it.
Oh, a registrar.
Yeah, she was really good.
She was lovely. Yeah. It was, 100% the best part. It's the one bit that you feel like, what if I mess up all the words? Everyone's watching me. What if I'm not loud enough and all this? And actually, when you're there, like, I just didn't care.
No, not at
all. I was like, I was so in the moment with you. I was desperate to get to you. And that's actually what it's all about. It is all about that moment, isn't it? About making that commitment to one another. And, you know, it was just so easy and relaxed and chill. Like, it didn't feel too serious and too formal, but it didn't also feel like it's a joke. Like, it was just
it's a good blend of both. I think it was really, really nice.
That was by far the best part of the day for me. And it was just really nice seeing everybody, but like, as soon I'd missed Jed so much that one night apart, like, it was just awful for me. And I remember when we had the interviews just before, and she was like, I said, is he okay? She was like, yeah, he's really calm. And I was like, are you sure? And she was like, yeah, he's really happy, he's really calm. And then like my bridesmaids and stuff were looking out the window, and they were like, Jed's just smiling, like he's chatting with everyone. And I thought, okay, that's good that you're like really calm. And you didn't
a couple of people asked me if I was okay.
Yeah, because you were just, because sometimes you get a bit like, you're a bit shy, aren't you?
Oh yeah, really, I am. Yeah, but maybe it's because it was our family. If it was like completely random people, I would have been. But it's our family, isn't it? And, I don't know. I was just chilled, wasn't I?
Yeah, and I was so happy to see him. And then when you saw me and you got all like,
I know that was the favourite part, because the lady that was that was writing and signing and filling out all the sheets when the ceremony was going on, she was there basically watching for when you come in, watching for when you were ready, and then told me to turn around. So she was like, I was waiting on her kind of cue to turn around, and then as soon as I saw you, I cried. A lot. Yeah, I did, didn't I?
I just couldn't stop grinning.
Yeah,
so I was like cried grinning like ear to ear, and I just was like, because my train was so long, they were like, you need to move forward a bit more, a little bit more. And I was just like, oh, I just want to get up there, for God's sake. I felt like I just wanted to run down, and I could see the back of you, and I was like, oh, I just want to get there.
Let me turn around.
But yeah.
But that was lovely. Yeah, that was my favourite part.
Yeah, it was
turning
absolutely
around
my favourite
and
part. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe. If you like us doing any Q&As and stuff, then do comment down below if you'd like us to do more videos like this, or if you'd like them to be more specific to things. So like this one had like a wedding focus on it, and there were a couple of questions about just,
I don't know, it might be a holiday focus, because we go on holidays quite a lot. So if there's any travel things you want answered, or anything like that, just put them in the comments. We'll get some questions together from you guys, and we'll go from there, won't we? Yeah.
Cool. Thanks for watching, guys.
Bye.
You're a rebel, getting into trouble. You are kinda like a fire, like a